Hans Beißwenger was a German Luftwaffe fighter ace and recipient of the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves during World War II. A flying ace. A fighter ace is a military aviator credited with shooting down 5 or more enemy aircraft during aerial combat. In 500 combat missions, Beißwenger was credited with 152 victories, making him the 34th highest-scoring Luftwaffe fighter pilot of World War II. He was ace in a day twice, shooting down 5 aircraft on a single day. He claimed all but one of his victories over the Eastern Front. He was reported missing in action in March 1943. Early life and career. Beißwenger was born on 8 November 1916 in Mittelfischach über Sulzbach in the district of Schwabisch Hall in Württemberg. He was the son of Volksschule, a combined primary and lower secondary school teacher. Following his graduation, he volunteered for military service in the Luftwaffe on 2 November 1937, initially serving with the Flak Artillery. He was assigned to the 8th Battery of Flak Regiment 25 in Göppingen, where he received his basic military training. On 1 April 1938, he was posted to a Jagdfliegerschule for flight and fighter pilot training. In October 1940, more than 1 year after the start of World War II, Beißwenger was transferred to the 2. Gruppe of Jagdgeschwader 54. He was promoted to Lieutenant of the Reserves on 1 November 1940. World War II. Assigned to 6. Staffel of JG-54 based in France. Beißwenger's posting fell into a period of recuperation following the costly Battle of Britain. Gruppe had been the first to leave France and was sent to Jeva on 27 September 1940. His 2. Gruppe was moved to an airfield at Delmenhorst on 3 December 1940. On 29 March 1941, the Geschwaderstab 2 and 3 Gruppe were ordered to relocate to Austria in preparation of the invasion of Yugoslavia. The Geschwaderstab and 2 Gruppe were then both located at Graz. The order for the invasion had been put forward in Führer Directive No. 25, which Adolf Hitler issued on 27 March 1941, following the pro-British Yugoslav coup d'etat in Belgrade. He claimed his first aerial victory on 7 April 1941, when he shot down a Yugoslav Royal Air Force Hawker Hurricane fighter. JG-54 continued flying ground support missions during the Balkans campaign. Following the surrender of the Royal Yugoslav Army on 17 April 1941, while stationed at an airfield at Zemun near Belgrade, the Geschwader received orders on 3 May 1941 to turn over all Messerschmitt Bf 109s to Jagdgeschwader 77 so they could receive the new Bf 109F variant. Transition training was completed at Airfield Stolpritz in Pomerania. Following the Balkans campaign, Beißwenger was awarded the Iron Cross Second Class on 6 May 1941. War against the Soviet Union. On the Eastern Front, serving with 3 JG-54, Beißwenger became a leading scorer in JG-54. Although he was shot down on 17 July 1941 behind enemy lines, he escaped capture and returned to his base. He claimed his 20th aerial victory over an I-18 fighter on 24 August 1941. By the end of 1941, his total stood at 32 aerial victories. He claimed his 40th victory on 6 April 1942. On 8 May, he achieved his 50th victory, and the following day, He received the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross on 9 May 1942 for 50 victories claimed. Beißwenger and Lieutenant Horst Tannig received the Knight's Cross from General Lieutenant Helmut Forster at Siverskaya. On the 11th of August 1942, Beißwenger was appointed Staffelkapitän of 6 JG-54. On the 15th of August 1942, he claimed his 75th aerial victory and his 100th on the 26th of September, for which he was awarded the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves on the 30th of September. He was the 25th Luftwaffe pilot to achieve the century mark. He became ace in a day on the 23rd of August during 3 combat missions, when for the first time he achieved 5 aerial victories in one day. On the 4th of September 1942, Hauptmann Dietrich Rubig, his group commander, filed an officer efficiency report requesting a preferential promotion to Oberleutnant. Tall, slender appearance, very good attributes as an athlete. Open, sincere character, decisive and mature, good general knowledge, officer without criticism with well-rooted clear opinions and appropriate demeanor. Very good military personality, self-assured, very talented as a flyer. He has excelled in action as a fighter pilot. During 449 combat flights, he has 97 kills because of his audacity. As a flight and squadron leader in the air, he demonstrated discretion and good leadership talent. He enjoys the full confidence of the other pilots. Well liked as a comrade and superior, and correct towards superiors. Positive as a National Socialist. Lieutenant Beißwenger has applied for transfer to active duty, regular peacetime officers list. His activation would definitely be a plus for the officers' corps of the Luftwaffe. As a squadron leader, he fulfilled his task very well and he is fully eligible for promotion to Oberleutnant. His promotion was approved and, after a short vacation, Beißwenger returned to combat duty, and by the end of 1942, his victory total stood at 119. He claimed his 125th aerial victory on the 23rd of January 1943, 135th by the 11th of February 1943 and 5 more on the 5th of March 1943. He did not return to base after an air combat south of Lake Ilmen near Starafarusa on the 6th of March 1943, and Oberleutnant Hans Beißwenger, flying Messerschmitt Bf 109 G2 Yellow 4, was posted as missing. His Schwarm had been engaged in a combat with 4 Soviet fighters. Beißwenger claimed his last 2 victories, numbers chapter 151 and 152, over Lavochkin Lag 3 fighters that day. The Messerschmitt Bf 109 of Unteroffizier Georg Mundelo was damaged in a mid-air collision, and Mundelo reported that he would try to reach his base. Eventually, he had to land in enemy territory. Taken prisoner, he was later told by Soviet pilots involved in the action that they had shot down another German fighter, which could have been Beißwenger. Another German pilot observed Beißwenger's aircraft flying at low altitude, clearly suffering from engine problems, attempting to return to friendly territory. After that, there was no trace of him. Beißwenger was later listed as missing in action. It may be that Beißwenger was brought down by Starship Lieutenant Ivan Kolodov of 32 GIP. Kolodov rammed the Bf 109, probably Beißwenger's, that was attacking his wingman, Lieutenant Arkady Makarov, and managed to bail out of his own damaged craft before it crashed. Awards: Iron Cross, Second Class, First Class. Ehrenpokal der Luftwaffe, front flying clasp of the Luftwaffe for fighter pilots in gold. German Cross in gold on 17 October 1941 as Lieutenant of the Reserves in the 6th Jagdgeschwader 54. 130th Oak Leaves on 30 September 1942 as Lieutenant and pilot in the 6th Jagdgeschwader 54.